how do you become interested in cement and concrete science?
Okay, well, this question about how I became interested goes all the way back to when I was a PhD student at Northwestern. When I arrived at Northwestern in 1987, I had not had a notion that I would work in cement and concrete. But I did have a chance to get to know Professor Suru Shah, in my first year. And he was at that time working on a proposal for an NSF Science and Technology Center for Advanced Cement-Based Materials. And so I recall in my first year, being a new student on campus in the department, I helped him with the site visit. So we had visitors coming in from NSF to evaluate Northwestern's proposal. And in fact, we did very well, and the rest is history. They awarded the NSF Center to Northwestern and their team. The team was Northwestern and the University of Illinois, University of Michigan, and Purdue University, along with NIST. And so that team was then funded, and it was for the next 10 years a very, very strong and influential team that made a lot of progress in cement and concrete research. And I got on and went along for the ride. That was my introduction to cement and concrete. It was an exciting period of time.
So what does it mean to you to deliver the De La Roy lecture?
Yeah, the De La Roy lecture is the honorary lecture in the cements division of the American Ceramic Society. It has been established now for 15 or 20 years. If you look down the list of the speakers in the De La Roy, you see all the giants of our field, the people who have gone before, including people like Hal Taylor, who wrote the book that we consider sort of the Bible of cement chemistry, and Francis Young, and Sid Diamond, and Jim Baudouin, and Eric Selevold, and so there's a variety of the people that when I was a young student I looked up and I saw them as my mentors and the leaders of our field, the scientific experts of the field. And now here years later to be invited to give the De La Roy, it's a terrific honor, a real compliment, and I just treasure the opportunity to be part of the legacy of the De La Roy lecture series.
What do you enjoy the most about cement research?
Well, that's a good question. What do I enjoy most? And I guess what I would say there is I would go back to the theme of my lecture yesterday. My lecture yesterday was called Beyond the Science, and I coined this idea about the eureka moments, that we don't want to just be incremental in the science that we have in our progress, but in fact we make the most progress when we perturb the ordinary, where we make a jump, a step jump. And that I was calling the eureka moments. So clearly that's where you get the very interesting things happening. You can see it coming sometimes, that you have this thrill of victory. You know you're on to a new way of looking at something, and your student is excited, and you show it to other people, and their response is, "That's amazing!" And that's the kind of eureka moment that really helps our field progress.
What do you think is the future of material science of concrete?
Well, I think there's a great future for the work that we're doing in the field. Every year when you come to the Cements Division meeting, you see an amazing array of new ideas coming out. It just never ceases to amaze me. Furthermore, as I've been in this field for like 30 years now or so in academic research, the younger professors are fantastic, and they're doing lots of new and novel things. And I just think that the inventiveness, the curiosity, the creativity is very alive and well in the field of cement and concrete research. So I look for a lot of exciting things to come.